Hi, Cancer. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and jump on into your reading. Cancer, messages for Cancers. Could be something about long-term security that, or maybe your work or something like that. There could be something that you're not pursuing in an emotional sense. It could be analyzing this logically, maybe your connections with people. There could have been a level of maybe being depressed or worried or concerned about somebody who was a feminine in your life, or maybe a sense of money or nurturing in general. There could have been something about being more direct or more strategic in relation to making the right choices in your job or for your finances or long term security. Maybe a partnership, specifically making a choice between two roads in the right time. With Wheel of Fortune energy, 10 of Cups on the top of the deck means that your abundance will come at the right timing. So there is no need to worry. But you could be studying maybe something like astrological charts or looking at computers, maybe listening to videos on YouTube about astrology or anything to do with like analyzing something or the best time or the best decision to make. Cancers, I'm not feeling called to this deck right now. We're going to move on to something more practical. Cancer messages for Cancer people and placements. Thank you so much. There could be something like a strong, passionate love or hate dynamic. Somebody could have been trying or exerting a really strong energy towards making something happen, maybe in their love relationship. You were highly thought of, but there could be a level of instability or a two-facedness that was coming up in relationships. And you do need to be wise to that. Make sure you're not just, being nice to somebody, but you don't really agree with them. Type 5 messages for Cancer, or this could be somebody else towards you. This could have been causing trouble or maybe a lack of being able to pour your passions in the right places. Looks like you're really focused on a new opportunity of some sort, though. Interesting vibe. I want to get general messages for Cancer. Tell us more. What does Cancer need to know? We have power, so there could be something here about shared finances or like deep, dark psychological mental games, maybe emotional power plays, maybe feminine who had power or money through their connections with other people. They could also work in accounting or something like that, dealing with money, dealing with darker issues, the occult, witchy matters. When this card is drawn, it usually involves emotional fireworks, passion, love, hate, enthusiasm, or indifference. There is rarely a middle ground. Often the card indicates an inheritance that radically changes a life. So this could be somebody who has curly hair, somebody who is very attractive, somebody who has a moon sun conjunction with somebody. There could have been obstacles in this connection, or maybe this person is uniting with somebody else. Powerful emotional situations, a secret suddenly revealed, psychological problems, an inheritance, love turning to hate, or vice versa. So this could be maybe with the Sagittarius. This could be maybe some kind of rebirth energy or some kind of Gemini energy here. Maybe this person is good at talking or socializing as well. This person could be changing their home life situation or will be at home more. So let's get you a Kali card for your best advice. Best advice, please, for Cancer. Most important vital advice for Cancers. Okay, a heavy Gemini energy here with this card. Dharma of Kali. Interesting. Good karma. Maybe there's something good that's happening as a result of an ending. Moksha of Kali. Beautiful card to get here. I'm going to go ahead and read that one for you. Let's go ahead and see. 39. I think we had 39 somewhere else. I don't know. Anyways, 39. Maybe a change of mind towards a higher understanding or higher perspective, a spiritual, religious understanding of the local people around you, or like a change in mindset because of this. Her passionate desire for your liberation is unflagging, and so your relief shall come swiftly. She is speaking to you from within. She is the voice of reassurance. Can you hear her? Trust her. Soon you will see things in a better light. You are going to be liberated from the struggle you are currently experiencing. Be true to yourself and your life path, and you will attract the way forward as obstacles disappear. Do not turn away, for you are destined to overcome all opposition, bringing your sacred path to fruition. Moksha in Sanskrit means freedom in the sense of complete self-actualization or spiritual liberation. It refers to the attainment of enlightenment and is considered the final release from involuntary suffering. The distinction between voluntary and involuntary is made because at a high level, certain divine beings take on the experience of suffering to assist those who are yet to experience moksha. They help to carry the load and move others forward. Our love for one another, our compassion for their pain may make us wish we could take on their suffering so they no longer need to struggle. This is counter to the divine perspective of higher beings. They enter into the realm of suffering to assist all. The divine understands the purpose of suffering, that it can lead us towards wisdom, strength, and ultimately empowerment. There is an art to alleviating suffering without depriving the soul of the growth it can bring. There are loving divine beings of great wisdom willing to help those trapped in suffering at all times. We can call for assistance whenever we feel our pain difficult to bear, including the anguish we feel when faced with struggles of others. These divine beings have sufficient wisdom and higher understanding that helps in the ways to create benefit for all. There are times when suffering is so great it threatens tends to overwhelm the soul. Perhaps the intense degree of suffering is a result of accumulated, unresolved pain of generations of ancestors resting upon the spiritual shoulders of one family member, brave enough to admit the truth when others are trapped in delusion or denial. Similar situations can arise in societal, religious, cultural, or corporate contexts. Intensified suffering can be an initiation for a particularly talented soul who has the potential to bring light and freedom to the world. To achieve this, the soul must learn to deal with the darkness in equal measure. That typically entails periods of intense struggle until the best methods are realized to find peace and awareness without being overcome by pain. Many mystics report dark nights of the soul as struggle with negativity, suffering, and pain of various kinds that lasts a long time. They are not failing on their spiritual path, but are at an advanced level. They are willing to engage with their struggles because of their great love for the truth, the light, and the divine in whatever form resonates their hearts. Nothing can make them turn away from the great love. Higher love is the power which fuels moksha. It fuels the release of suffering. It is a spiritual juice to keep doing the inner work, to seek the path through and refuse to give up, even when we are still figuring out what our persistence is going to look like today. There could be a letting go of something as well, of finishing a completion and coming to the end. The Moksha of Kali teaches us that suffering is no source for shame, but rather a badge of spiritual honor, acknowledging that we are deep on the soul's healing pathway. However, that doesn't mean that the more we suffer, the more spiritual we become, and the more spiritual we become, the more we have to suffer. It means our capacity to process our suffering increases, and in that increase, we experience more sunshine through the cloud moments of peace, liberation, and higher understanding. Rather than a way of life, period of sufferings become like toxins on our body, mind, and soul, and the need to process and release, perhaps akin to digesting a meal, but on a multi-level scale. The oracle brings a message of relief and realization. There is much you will accomplish through your own efforts, and much more that can be accomplished if you include regular prayers and assistance from the divine as part of your lifestyle. If you have been working hard on an issue, wondering if it ever gives way to an improved set of circumstances, the oracle indicates that yes, a time of freedom from this difficulty is on its way. Beautiful energy. Best advice for cancers, most important vital advice. Goats, there's something about being persistent, working through obstacles, using moon cycles, and maybe knowing that it's okay to not know everything in an emotional sense, or what you're going to do for where you live, or the feminine principle in your life could be confusing at this time. There could also be a need to kind of step away from maybe too much ego or too much self-centeredness. Let's get you a wisdom of the oracle. Messages for cancers, best advice. Loyal heart in the reverse. Number 35. Are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea? Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that or maybe it's somebody, could it be it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now is time to look at the outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it is time to prune away all those who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and of all attachments. Spirit has awesome plans for you, so make some room. Okay, I hope you liked this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. There could be a new feminine also entering your life. Take care.